Hey, everybody. This is Pat Hand. We're kind of um, waiting just a minute here before we actually start our presentation. But we just wanted to let you know we're here and we are live. We're just kind of waiting for anybody who might be joining us late to give them a few seconds here to join in. This is we're kind of warming up here. A couple of things to mention is one, it's National Travel Advisor Day. So happy National Travel Advisor Day, Kevin. And it's always fun to have an acknowledgement of National Day for your job category. It's always a fun thing. So we're just kind of waiting, and I see, hey Phyllis, I see you joined in there. Good to see you, and we're just kind of waiting here for a few minutes to allow people to have time to join in. And Beautiful day here in Southwest Florida. The sun is shining. We love Florida life. So we're just kind of waiting out the coronavirus and um, just kind of enjoying some downtime here. So anyway, good to have everybody here with us, and we're about 2 minutes in here, and thank you, Susie. Good to see you on board there too. Anyway, we're going to get rolling here. I am Pat Hand. I'm the owner and founder of Dancing Moon Travel. And we've been in business now for since July of 2008. We specialize in providing unforgettable travel experiences customized to suit our clients' preferences and travel style. So basically, we've been for 12 years. We've been saving clients time, money, and mistakes with these amazing vacation packages. And my associate, Kevin Gregg, who's manning our technology. Hey, Kevin, show your face there. Uh, uh, he's been with me for over 10 years now. Kevin moved to Ireland a couple of years ago. And so I guess that means, Kevin, we're an international operation now. But the point of all this is we were here before COVID. We've been here for our clients through the COVID crisis, and we're going to be here for everybody once this is all behind us. As we're just starting to emerge from our cocoons, people are already beginning to think about travel. Surprisingly, some of our clients are beginning to move forward with travel plans for. I think our first ones are departing in December and into the first quarter of 2021. We're beginning to book. We actually booked a 161 day Viking World Cruise last week. So that was exciting. People, you got to be pretty confident that things are going to be okay when you book a cruise like that. But that's going to depart December 14th for some new clients, and so cruises for fall and winter are beginning to book fairly steadily for us now. Anyway, moving on to the actual purpose of this broadcast, we sincerely appreciate you joining us for this week's Facebook Live. I'd love to start hearing just a little bit about you, if you can. Just enter your location in the chat box. Where are you from? Love to hear about that. I see we've got Phyllis on board here and Susie. So Oklahoma and Colorado. So, and I know we've got at least some people here from Southwest Florida, where we're located as well. But the purpose of our this broadcast today, we want to share with you just kind of a summary of a lot of the information that I have gleaned based on all of the webinars and online events that I've been attending, and I'm online. I'm reading articles and attending webinars virtually every day since all of this started. The first and foremost thing I want to share with everybody is that travel is coming back. And it's going to come back strong. As I indicated, we're already seeing demand starting, and this pent-up demand is going to be it's going to be pretty significant, and it's going to be very important, a very important factor as we move into item 2 that I want to share, and that is that there's going to be limited capacity. Now, for years, the cruise lines, the airlines, the resorts, everybody has been full. The cruise ships are sailing at capacity without any open rooms. If you tried to book a last-minute cruise, you know for the most part that's true. There's hardly any such thing anymore. Prior to COVID, you just couldn't get a last-minute deal because the ships were full. And the thing going forward here is that they are going to almost for sure be limiting capacity on board in order that they can comply better with social distancing, particularly in the public areas, the dining rooms, the pools, the lounges, and so forth. So that brings us then to point 3. Here you've got a perfect storm. You've got pent-up demand. People are anxious to travel again suddenly, and you're going to have limited capacity. Now, you put 2 plus 2, and that equals higher fares. It's almost inevitable when you have strong demand and a limited capacity. Fares are just going to go up. In fact, just this morning, I was reading an article that said that we were going to see airfares increasing as much as 52%. That's what one person was, one of the experts was saying just this morning in an article. So it's just inescapable when you have this situation where you have the demand plus limited capacity. You've got the higher fares. Right now, the world is pretty much on sale. As you see, the providers are trying to lure people back in, build their confidence, and get people to start booking again. So you're seeing great promotions, great sales, great opportunity to book now, but you are not going to see that last forever. I predict that by next summer, you are going to start seeing significantly increased fares overall, and that goes for air, that goes for cruises, for resorts, pretty much anything you want to do. But right now, the world is on sale. So just a word to the wise, don't ever tell me you weren't forewarned. I think we ought to just take a quick break here. I see we've got, hey, Dennis, I see you've joined us from Orange Park, Florida. Good to have you on board with us. And I just wanted to check with anybody, see if you have any questions. Anyone out there have any point that you would like us to address? If you do, just type it in the chat box. We'll try to get to that. And as you're doing that, I am going to move on to point 4. We are going to see enhanced health screenings. I was pretty relieved actually recently to see that they're going to lift that demand that we had, that people over a certain age were going to have a doctor's excuse in order to get on a cruise ship. Thankfully, it looks like they've dropped that. That's ridiculous because you just end up with, doctors don't want to take on liability for saying something like that and then have somebody get sick unexpectedly. So it would have been really a nightmare for people to get on board a ship, even if they're in perfect health once they pass that age. So I was really relieved to see that. But we are going to see enhanced health screenings. It's inevitable. Start thinking that way right now, because you're going to the old-fashioned questionnaire at the cruise terminal that everybody just went check, check, check. That's garbage now. It was always garbage, but it's really garbage now. But it's going to be, you're going to have the touchless temperatures. There will be a questionnaire, but they're going to actually pay attention to that going forward. I anticipate that once we have a reliable 5-minute test, which will be coming down the line at some point here, we are going to start seeing maybe testing on the spot, and that could be true at the airlines. It could be true for the cruise lines, but I think that could be it. If you don't want to take the test, then sorry, you won't be boarding that ship or airline. I think that's probably pretty safe to say that that's going to happen down the line. Then moving on to point 5, a good percentage of travelers, I project, for the next few months may be more comfortable staying a bit closer to home, maybe want to put off international travel for a few additional months. So with regard to that, I just wanted to say, everybody's still good out there. Hey, Susie, awesome to see you too, my dear. Always good to see your face. But anyway, regarding our cautious clients, those who may want to stick closer to home, want to avoid those long air itineraries, international flights, the busier all-inclusives in the Caribbean, but there are still great options for travel. And I think this would be a perfect time for people to just step outside the big city destinations, New York, Chicago, Paris, London. Get outside, get off the beaten track a little bit and explore that road less traveled, perhaps, and save those for once we're past these crazy times. And with that regard, I would be remiss if I didn't come back and offer you a bit of inspiration. So I do have some recommendations that you might want to consider down the line. Before we delve into that, so I said we've got some Dennis from Orange Park has joined us, and we're Dennis. I'm glad to have you listening in today. So we're glad you were able to chime in. And guys, if you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to post them. We'll be happy to answer them. Also, feel free to private message us if you have something specific and you don't want to. It's not something particularly you want to. It's not a general question. It's more specific. Feel free to private message us. We'll be happy to get in touch with you once we're done with this Facebook Live. So we do follow up on our messages, our phone calls, and things. That's part of what we're known for. But Kevin, let's start sharing our images right now. Rather than crowded hotels and resort properties, why not consider one of these lovely private home options that we have access to literally thousands, well over 4,000 vetted, safe, secure properties located throughout the entire globe, actually. And just the images for this particular presentation are all courtesy of one of our favorite providers for those kinds of properties, and that's Red Awning. But one of my personal favorite destinations has always been Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's tucked up there in the beautiful Smoky Mountains, incredible scenery, thousands of miles of hiking trails, wildlife, history. There's great shopping, little artisan shops with handmade items, great dining. It's all there. And this area is actually a very easy day's drive from many parts of the country, the mid-Atlantic, the South, and the Midwest. Here's another shot of that particular 3-bedroom property. This property sleeps up to 7, tucked away just outside of Gatlinburg. And while rates on any of these properties will vary, maybe rather significantly depending on season, you can look for rates to start in the neighborhood of about $2,500 a week for this particular property. So moving on, then we have another property in the same area of Gatlinburg. This is just minutes from all of the attractions. This is a 5-bedroom, 5-bath home that accommodates up to 20 guests. It offers a grill, pool access, hot tub, game room, and these 4 images here that we have of this reflect the charm of this home, the beautiful scenery, and these can book most dates for under $4,500 for a week. Now, just an additional comment I want to insert here. While we recognize this is an upscale property, it's a big property, and it might seem like $4,500 might be a little steep for just a 1-week vacation. But think about it this way. This has 5 bedrooms, located within easy driving distance of a huge section of the country. Say you were to ask your sister from St. Louis and your cousin from Atlanta, then your college roommate from DC or whatever. You split that total for this property up 4 ways. That's under $1,200 per couple for a week's stay in this beautiful, beautiful upscale property. And this home is built to handle the groups, comfort, allow plenty of privacy for everyone. So it would be a great choice if you want to do a group getaway, a small family reunion. And there are properties in this particular area of the country that have up to 20 bedrooms. So if you have a large group, it's very easy to accommodate that. And I have done that. We had a group of about, I guess we had about 12 bedrooms for that group just last summer. So very doable. Now, moving on to another destination that we might suggest for a quieter getaway. One of my favorite areas is the Estes Park area in Colorado. And just again, you're right outside the gates of Rocky Mountain National Park. The scenery is unforgettable, with miles of hiking, history, wildlife. And these first 2 images are of a duplex home that accommodates up to 8 people. It features 2 master bedrooms, and this home goes for $3,750 a week for your 7-night stay. Now, this home that just popped up here that Kevin's showing us, this is a 3-bedroom property that sleeps 6. This is frankly a luxury property. It's an exquisite 3-bedroom property that sleeps 6 people. And here again, I want you to think about putting together a couple of friends to join you here. It prices at the $5,500 a week for that 3-bedroom property, and it comes in. That'll be for a week's stay with 3 couples, only $1,850 per couple for that week's stay in this beautiful part of the country. I'm glad to see everybody's kind of hanging in here with us. Look at that beautiful creekside there at that home there in Estes Park. I'm telling you, folks, this is just such a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. Elk. Estes Park is just, elk is you see herds of them, and they're just, that big male there that you see there, they are just absolutely breathtaking, and they're huge. So Kevin, I'm going to move now to my third and final destination suggestion. This is Taos, New Mexico. So just another incredible destination in so many ways. You have amazing scenery and hiking, the Rio Grande wineries. They have a really vibrant artist community there, museums. The Native American history in the Southwest is just all around you. And we have incredible day trips that we can arrange in all of these destinations, by the way. So Kevin, if you want to put up the rest of these, isn't that a beautiful home? This property sleeps 10 people. And wouldn't this just be an incredible place to spend a week or so exploring American history in the Southwest? And rates for this property are quite affordable, starting around $3,100 per week. Now, again, remember that these rates are approximate. It varies significantly depending on the season. Talk to us about shoulder season to get some of the best properties. We can talk about that if you're interested in something like this. But this pretty much wraps up our presentation. about what's on the horizon, what we think for the travel industry. And perhaps we've given you just a bit of inspiration for a future bit of travel. But we're here to help with any of these properties, any kind of travel you have in mind, whether it might be a private vacation like this, a cruise. I'm a master cruise counselor. I'm a luxury cruise specialist. We have a wide variety of travels. We customize, we do a lot of customized European itineraries for our clients. So my final tip, I have one final tip, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you this, but whatever you do, whether you work with Dancing Moon Travel or if you choose to work with a different travel advisor, please, folks, we have absolutely proved our value during this crisis. Just you can ask anyone who happened to book through one of those online order takers, you know the names. I don't have to tell you. Or there's one of them, bookit.com. It's completely went belly up right away as soon as it's hit. They are no help to anyone. But people who book through these services got no service. They basically said, just put up notices, don't call us. If you book with a professional travel advisor, an independent, or a local agency, we do answer our phones. We are here for you. We're here from you from the point of inspiration, helping you to select the trip that's right for you up until you are safely home again. We answer our phones, and if there's a 6-hour wait time, if you encounter difficulties on your travel, you call us, a 2-minute phone call, and everything then is off of your plate on ours. We will work it out. If it takes 6 hours of holding on the phone, which I have done for my clients during this, we will take care of you, and we will be here for you. So folks, don't go it alone. Please use a travel advisor. I think that you're going to see that more and more, that people who have been going direct or going through these online order takers, that they have found out that when the chips are down, they don't have anybody who has their back. And if you book through a legitimate travel agent, we will be here for you. But anyway, enough on that, of my little rant here. But thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And we're going to be back next Wednesday. And our topic is going to be 5 ways to save big on your next vacation. We're going to be doing that at 11 o'clock again next Wednesday. And I'm going to, you want to get in on this, because I am also going to throw out a special tip number 6 on this, about how you could possibly even travel for free. So you don't want to miss out on this one. Bye for now. This is Pat. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Dennis. I appreciate that comment. Yeah, it's beautiful and a little off the beaten track. So thanks for that comment. And Susie, yes, Estes Park does have the best downtown, and the elk are everywhere. So great. I appreciate this. Hey, Pam, good to see you. And we're glad you joined us too. So everybody, this has been fun. I'm glad you were here with us. And again, this is Pat at Dancing Moon Travel. And we are so glad to have you on board. Thanks again for joining us, and hope to see you next week. Bye now.